Holy fuck. There you are.
Yeah.
Man, the fucking riding position on this thing is unbelievably aggressive. My fucking heels are up in my arse like. This bike sounds like a little 125, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't like the throttle on this.
It's a bit more upsies.
Oh, come on. What is going on here? What is this fella doing? Jesus Mary and the woodworker.
What's going on?
What the
Nobody
fuck?
behind me.
This fella here that's riding in front has never ridden a bike before.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can tell, man. And he's got his GoPro and all on. He's fucking on the brakes. His foot is on the fucking brake. What the fuck? What is he fucking doing? Oh, he's gone the wrong way. I'm staying behind him. Oh fuck. I stalled the R1.
You stalled it?
Stalled it, yeah. Dave was telling me you need to fucking give it a bit of
Just Wellington.
no, you have to give it a bit of throttle when you're restarting it, like, you know, cause it
To get it started?
yeah, I got started, yeah, cause it floods the fucking it floods the engine a little bit, you know, kind of way, cause it's so aggressive, like.
Sports bikes are thick.
Your fucking face is thick. I don't like the noise this bike makes, you know that?
Yeah?
No.
I like the noise this bike makes. It's different from the racer. Different engine.
Yeah, no man, it's a good bike, this is, you know that, it is a good bike, but
For what it is.
this is
If you want to like give me the most aggressive sports bike you have, no more aggressive than that. That's what that is.
that's what this is, yeah.
Don't apologise about what it is. Whereas this thing is fucking burp, 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 burp.
Yeah, I want you to get a video of me on the R1, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on ahead, so I suppose.
Can I do the turn around and lucky smile thing? There.
You can do it all your fucking life.
There, I'll do it again, look.
You just turn around at crow's feet, that's all I'm saying.
Make sure you put that up, make a gif out of it or something, will you? Man, at this bike, you know what, this bike's fucking, it's on and off, man. This is the fucking throttling this thing. It's like, am I going at 100 or am I going at 0? You know what, man, my S1000 RR I can drive around town with. There's no way I drive this thing around town. No fucking way. Like, there's absolutely no way. Like.
It's definitely a super bike, like it's not a fucking...
It's not a super bike. It's not a super bike with this is a fucking no frills bike. This is a bike you buy. What do you do for a living? I do track days.
You take all the fucking indicators and lights and fucking shit off and go out and put on a track. Yeah, there we go.
This cunt. Okay, I'm gonna get. He's letting me open this thing up.
Yeah.
Activate power.
The power!
Tell me where you ticks. Tell me fucking way. Not as fast as the S1000 RR, it's not. It's not as fast as the S1000 RR.
No,
No,
not fast.
it's not as fast, no.
Not as quick pulling off or going.
I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know. It's not, it's not, maybe I know my own bike better, but this bike is not as fast as a 1000
I'd say
RR.
it's probably, like the speed is there, but it's less refined, like you're less able to put it down kind of thing. With
Yeah.
all the rider rates and shit on the 1000R. Like they're there for a reason.
This thing has more rider aids than the S1000RR. This thing has
Yeah.
fucking huge amount of fucking electronics package, yeah.
Huh.
It doesn't have semi-active suspension now, that's the only thing, like. This, I will say, this thing is easier to flick around though than the S1000RR is.
Yeah.
I think it's a fucking really short wheelbase on it, you know.
I don't know what that means. Why do I keep going down into the forest? I'm a cunt for fucking chipping down. Chipping down your man.
Yo!
Oh no!
Now, this is a Yamaha, it's a 171, or I think it's a 161 actually, maybe a 152. Yamaha R1. It's a new model anyway, and it's yeah, it's some machine. I took this out again today, thanks to Megabikes for giving us test ride of these bikes today. This is the first impressions of this bike when I got on it is the riding position is extremely aggressive. I haven't had too much of a fiddle around with the electronics, so I don't know kind of the throttle seems very snatchy. It's on off, like, you know, it's difficult to ride. I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to ride than the S1000RR. That's just what I'm finding. That could be though based on the kind of power delivery mode that's been set on it at the moment. I don't know, I haven't had a fiddle around with any of that stuff. But yeah, the riding position is very aggressive. It's fast, as you know. The noise out of the engine is very different from the 1000RR. This has got a cross-plane shaft in it. I know there's probably been a million videos done already about cross-plane shaft since the previous generation R1 to this, but it does kind of deliver power very smooth the whole way up. There's no kind of big bang of power, like, you know, when you get to 6,000 the thing just starts taking off. It's just power the whole way through. It doesn't feel as fast as my S1000RR. I gave it a blast there on the motorway, and maybe it's just me, or I don't know, but it doesn't feel like it accelerates as quick as the S1000RR does. There's an unusual, see that kind of snatchy kind of feel out of the throttle. There's an unusual noise out of the engine. I don't know if I like it. I kind of prefer the double overhead kind of cam screamer engine, I suppose, would be more my preference. This bike, there's no way you commute on this bike. The S1000RR, I probably could do it. I have done it on that bike a lot, and it's been grand to do commute on. But it's just so aggressive. This bike is. It's I don't think I could do it. This bike is totally geared for riding on a racetrack. It is, or you know, out on the open road. It is not geared for driving around town at all. Even a leisurely, relaxing spin is kind of tricky on this. It's much easier to I'd say, I'm talking to a couple of the guys there that have kind of rode this on track, and have said that this bike comes into its own at, you know, 180 kilometers an hour. It feels more kind of like a bike then. But the screen on it is cool. The LCD screen, or the LED screen on it is pretty awesome. Yeah, there's lots of stuff, like it tells you, like if I pull the brake you can see the brake pressure thing going up and how much lean. If I rock the bike you can see the sensor for how much weight there is in the front and the back going up and down. So there's loads of information there. It's pretty cool. It is really, really nice bike. It seems, for me, I think it's smaller than the S1000RR. It feels smaller. But it's a great bike. It is a really nice bike, but I don't think this bike is for me. The other thing about this bike is that the clutch is very it's tricky to get used to the clutches. If you it's really easy to stall going off the off at the lights, and it's when you do that, then it's tricky to get it started. You need to give it a little bit of gas to get it started afterwards because of the nature of the bike. Yeah, but there's a heap of an absolute heap of things there to control. So there's mode D, power 3, TCS 8, SCS 3, and all those can be changed to hold, you know, A, B. I think D is mode A. Let's try mode B. Slide control off, traction control 7. Go mode A, power 1, TCS 1, SCS 2. Now I don't like the throttle on this now at all, I have to say. I'm not keen on it. So my opinion kind of on this bike is, this is a bike you need to be fully engaged in to drive. You know, you can't just go out and bring this thing for a spin. You need to be, you know, I'm going out on this bike now and I'm gonna, you know, be fully 100% engaged in every single thing I do. It's hard to kind of do stuff subconsciously on it. It is a great bike though, but it's definitely a racer's bike. It's not something you could commute on, or, you know, a spirited spin on the weekend. It is most certainly not something you could commute on every day, and if you can, well then you're mad. I should have researched these modes before I went out, but this bike doesn't feel as fast as the S1000 RR. It could just be me though. But it is where it doesn't feel like it has the power over the S1000 RR. It certainly, you can flick it around a lot easier than you can the S1000 RR. I think the wheelbase is shorter maybe, and you can just lean it right over. There's loads more lean angle on that. It seems to be a lot more nimble than the S1000 RR is anyway, that's for sure, without a doubt. Brakes are, I don't know if I like the brakes on this bike. The 1000 RR, I don't want to keep comparing to the 1000 RR, but that's my benchmark because that's the bike I have. The I don't know, the brakes on the RR feel a little bit more solid than this does. I feel like I'm pulling the brake sometimes and I'm not stopping as fast as I want to be stopping. So that being said, I had a Yamaha R6 there a few years ago, and the brakes on that bike, I think they're very similar to the brakes that are on this bike, and they were unbelievable brakes. The 1000 RR has Brembos. I think these are just Yamaha's factory brakes. I don't think it has any kind of named brand brakes on the front of it. This bike has a quick shift on it too, which is pretty cool. So the question is, would I buy one of these bikes? The answer is yes, I would buy an R1, but only kind of if I had a heap of money to spare. This bike is absolutely a toy, even more so than S1000 RR. This bike is a complete and utter toy. It's something you take out on the weekend for a spin, and that's it. Like, you know, you do nothing, or go for a few track days on it, and then that's it. You don't do anything else with this bike. It's very extreme. Throttle's extreme, the engine's extreme, the riding distance is extreme, the handling's extreme. It's a great bike, and I would have one if money was no object and I had space to have loads of bikes. Maybe in a few years. Another thing I'll say about this bike is it's very pretty. It's a very good looking bike. It looks great. I think it's more of a looker, I suppose, than my S1000RR is anyway, that's for sure. So yeah, it's a class bike. I didn't really get to open the taps on this thing now because this Testride is kind of courtesy of Megabikes, and they're kind of bringing out people for, you know, lots of runs on bikes, and they're bringing them out in groups, so you have to kind of stay with the group. So I couldn't really open the taps and put the power down on this thing to see kind of what it's actually capable of on the twisties. We only got to do that for a couple of seconds on the way up. Oh fuck. There you go, that's the stall thing I was telling you about. It's very easy to stall this bike. The clutch is very, very finicky with it. But yeah, as I was saying, we only got a few, you know, a minute or two of kind of twisty roads where I could open up the taps slightly. But even at that, kind of, you know, it would take you a while to kind of get the feel and use of the bike to see what it's capable of and what it can do. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. And that's it there. Yamaha R1. Class bike. Class bike.